The Other Side of the Coin is an educational program for the Ziba Foundation website viewers. Your host, Zia Gavami.
Hello, I'm Zia Gavami, co-founder of Ziba Foundation. Welcome you to an Art Digest program from Ziba Foundation. The purpose of this program are as follows. 1. Live simple. 2. Enjoy yourself and the others' talent. And the third, put it to work for better life for all. Ziba Foundation is in brief, Ziba Foundation is a 501c3 charitable and educational non-for-profit organization. The framework of this foundation is to promote art as is defined by its bylaw. Art is defined as a creative and meaningful endeavor undertaken to resolute course toward the betterment and enrichment of the humankind and quality of life. The intention of Ziba Foundation is to move from today to tomorrow. Tomorrow in which there is no artificial set of boundaries planned for us. A tomorrow in which the slaughtering of intelligence is not a norm. A tomorrow in which addiction is replaced by affection. A tomorrow in which construction replaces destruction. Where there is bread, not bomb, and open arm rather than armies. A tomorrow in which the art is a mirror in which our beauty shines, and instead of our ugliness of our transgression. Today I will introduce the first new edition of Ziba Foundation called The Other Side of the Coin, an Art Digest, a program designed to promote art for humanity. Each month I will talk about various related topics promoting art and humanity. This month I will talk about 2 topics of interest. The first is titled A Father Seeks Cure, a topic that falls into the category I call Humanity in Action. And the second title is Ron Carter, The Same Steady Hand, a topic that fall into a category I call Art in Motion. Humanity in Action, Father Seeks Cure. Seth H. Wohlberg is on a mission to find a cure for devastating neurological disease that affected her daughter. Her daughter was 10 years old, healthy and happy, like any other beautiful children of that age, that was affected, unfortunately, by a disease called Rasmussen encephalitis that affect the half of the brain and cause seizure and paralysis of half of the body. So she had a evaluation in 2008 and had a surgery in 2009 that basically they took half of the infected brain by the surgery. So Mr. Wohlberg decided to establish an organization called RE organization, that basically Rasmussen Encephalitis Organization, and the intention is to collect fund by donation from the interested individual and give it to the scientific institution to find the cause and the treatment for this rare disease that there has been no progress in the last couple of decades. Mr. Wohlberg feels that, as far as her daughter is concerned, unfortunately it doesn't matter, but he is doing the effort in order to find a cause and cure for this disease and similar diseases like this for the generation to come, so they don't have to suffer as much as she did. It's nice to mention in the last fundraising called Suimathon that he raised around $6,000, and her beautiful daughter was able to have fun with the other children and 1 hour of swimming. So the take-home lesson from this matter is that 1, stay healthy. The second, be thankful. And the third, help the others in need. Art in Motion, Ron Carter, The Same Steady Hand. Ron Carter is a 74 years old musician, live in New York City. He is the member of Juilliard Art since 2008 and also a professor emeritus of music at City College of New York. His high school training was in Detroit, and at that time he was playing cello, but he never was invited to the high school band. And then he realized that one of the students that was playing bass was graduating. So although he felt there are more than one factor involved in not paying attention to his talent, because he was a minority, but he was smart enough to recognize that it's better to change. So he switched from cello to bass and he got a teacher. He later auditioned for Eastman School of Music in Rochester, New York, and won a 4-year scholarship. Mr. Carter first emerged as a major force in the Miles Quartet in 1960, Miles Davis Quartet in 1960, and he can be categorized as being adventurous with extreme determination, making him one of the busiest musicians of our time. He is quoted as saying, "My job matter who I am not, no matter who I'm playing with, it sounds more than anyone else like I belong in the band." He also emphasized that he never tried to imitate the others, although he appreciated, the great musician before and around him. After 50 years of music, being in music business, and 2,500 album credits, he recently, for the first time, fronted a big band in a live setting for the first time. I was motivated by reading this article in Wall Street Journal that a gentleman that is 74 years old, he's still the active and the busiest musician, and he never gave up, and he was encouraged to go forward and play with, and he has been played with most of the famous musicians of the last 50 years. And I felt, at least for myself, that was an encouragement to go forward, never give up, and then be steady and believing in yourself. And I think that was the lesson I have learned. To take home message for the heart and mind is to be adventurous and have a determination and stick to your own soul and sound. I hope that you have enjoyed this program. I encourage you to visit zibafoundation.org. I look forward to present to you the next edition. Remember to promote art humanity in your own special way.
The Other Side of the Coin is an educational program for the Ziba Foundation website viewers. Your host, Zia Ghavami.